What is going on, guys? JTV Sparring here, and welcome to Let's Play Infiniminer, the final blocking. It took me a couple of days to get this game, to be honest. So in case this game looks or sounds familiar, this is actually one of the games that Marcus Notch Person, or I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's one of the games that Notch was originally inspired by to create Minecraft. That was a loud blast in my ear. Alright. And you do have to create a server, although it gives you a server application in the game file, so you can easily create a LAN server, and that's kind of how this game functions. That is loud. Like, I don't get used to those sharp little. I don't get used to those sharp little bugs in my ear. Alright, so who should I be? I think I'm gonna be engineer. Ow. Okay. So the whole point is basically just to mine resources. There's no mobs, there's nothing to worry about. Whoa, what the heck? Ah, that was loud. How? I already spawned with diamond. What is going on here? Alright, gotta get this out of the way. Oh my god, look at all that ore. Alright. So one of the things that you should think about when you play this is resource management. So I can't even hear myself talk. Yeah, just give me just a second. Adjust the volume. It's a little loud. Okay, there. That's a little bit more tolerable. So there's 4 classes. Oops, wrong button. So there's 8. There are 4 classes that you can choose. There's miner, prospector, engineer, or sapper. So sapper is basically the demolitions expert. The engineer is basically the all-around, except he can't use explosives. Prospector is kind of like a lesser version of him. And the miner is, well, he's basically, he's the most basic out of the group, but it says digs like a freaking terrier, so he's a pretty good person to have around. And I probably shouldn't have done that. Now, my resources are all reset. So this is a pretty old game, except although it's really incredibly fun to play. You do have to install a framework which allows you to be able to play this game. Oh, there's my base from earlier. Alright, so one of the things that you're going to want to set up is probably a bank and a beacon. So you always know where, like, resource loots, or, like, resource, veins, I guess, are. So, the game also comes with a pretty helpful, help menu. So, Q is to ping teammates, 1 is to deposit ore at the bank, 2 is to withdraw, E is to change tool, and R is to change blood type. Y and U are for chatting, N and M are for changing class and changing team. And then you can also add as well as the mouse controls. One thing that I really like using is, well, I mean, besides the pickaxe, obviously, what I like to do is I usually set up a beacon next to a bank so that I can easily deposit ores, and I already know where I'm going. Or where my first base is. So I'm not gonna play this for very long. Like I said, this is a pretty old game. Really, since this is just money, I mean, really just knowing what to do with the resources you have. I can sometimes build. I usually build like bases or something like that. As you can see, like, I'm building a pretty simple enclosure around my beacon and my bank. Oh. it also comes with a pretty helpful deconstructor tool. It does cost resources to build these kinds of structures, although since there's like so much ore found around here, you know, you rarely will ever run out of resources. So it's pretty simple. Like there's no mobs. You can die from falling damage and from lava pits, which are absolutely annoying. There are a couple of different types of blocks in this game. Like there's, I probably showed you a few of them when I was cycling through. There's solid, which is this. Bank, which is where you store resources. Beacon, for easily finding your stuff. Shock block, this is used kind of for traps and for trolling people. Really, what you do is you like set up here, and if you jump, obviously you die. It can also be used as a light source. Like if you have a structure and you need a quick light, you can easily set that up. There's also a jump block, which basically turns the surface into a trampoline, which is pretty awesome. Except you do take a little bit of damage if you fall hard. There's also ladder block, which looks like this. You see, it's got ladders on all four sides. Road blocks, which make you go faster on land. And it's also for quickly, as you can see, I'm moving really fast, incredibly fast. And it also helps for getting across the map really quickly. And there's also force field blocks, which only you can pass through. As you can see, I can't pass through that one. Oh, crap, I'm out of resources. Dang it. But as you can see here, I can pass through this because I'm on this team. I can't pass through that one. Just gonna get these out of the way. It is free to play. You can't get it through Steam. You can get it through its website. I do want to show you guys a really fun glitch. It's kind of fun to mess around with. So basically, what you want to do is you have a kind of like a rounded edge like this, where you got two blocks here, and this only works if there's no blocks in either of these corners. So basically, I call this corner hopping. So what you do is you aim for the center, hit W, and just jiggle your mouse left and right, and you go through the corner. So it's really fun. I don't use it. I mean, it's fun to just mess around with. And also, these are not these. They're oh, how did I survive that? That's incredible. Like I said, these are barriers that aren't exactly solid, so you can pass through them. I've done this several times on accident and killed myself, even when I've got a really good loot storage. So seeing as there is no way to get back up to the surface, at least, guess I better start digging. This is the worst sound ever. There is multiplayer. You can do, really it's only restricted to LAN or local area networks, since hardly anyone plays this anymore. This is really like one of those games that kind of got left behind. I mean, Notch might have used this to create some inspiration for Minecraft, but overall, hardly anyone plays it. You can read about it on Minecraft forums and stuff like that, but overall, this is a game, this is like the original Half-Life, like no one hardly ever plays this. But I think it's still good to show some love for antiquated video games like this one. That's what happens when you die. You've died, click to respawn. And, ow. The really cool thing is, like, as you can see, like, the beacon saved where my resource mine is. And since this is a pretty small map, the beacons are pretty useful. I mean, like, I kind of like beacons because I can easily tell where my structures are. But they are a little bit useless since this is a really small map. I would strongly recommend playing this game. Really, the only reason I'm playing this game is because Minecraft doesn't work for my computer, not anymore at least. But like I can tell, I can tell a lot of where Notch got his inspiration for this game from, especially the ores, the blocky graphics. But really, if you're interested in playing a retro grade version of Minecraft, this is one of the best games. Notch also got his inspiration from Dwarf Fortress. I played it a little bit. It's not as enjoyable as this game is. This game doesn't save your progress, so but it's still it's still incredibly fun to play. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play, and I'll see you guys later.